How many guitars in the museum show?
There's about 80. I've got something from Brian May. I've got something from Dave Grohl. I've got something from Slash. I have a bathroom scale made into a guitar from Conan O'Brien.
Wow. But he was a drummer.
Shut up. Yeah, that's all he had. I mean, that's what he sent to me. And I've got the Todd Rundgren, the Fool guitar that was hand painted back in the Beatle days, and a lot of interesting stuff. I'm a hoarder. I'm a collector. I still have every piece of paper of when I was in junior high school, writing down, like Kathleen said, so write it down. Chocolate milk. That means something. Then you wake up and say. So I don't know what it meant, but it's like I dream about this stuff, and so I have like 5 warehouses of stuff full of things. And my wife was very pleased that the museum asked if they could, use some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't want any of it back.
Right. Yeah.
But it's a smattering of stuff. I'm an only child, and so all those pieces of paper and all these song ideas and all these records. I have my record collection, my coin collection, my stamp collection. I'm a musician. I'm supposed to be poor. So I spent every penny I had putting it back into used guitars and keeping my collections. And like I said, being an only child, these are my brothers and sisters that I didn't have. And
well, they all have stories.
Yeah, they do.
I think since you troubled to carry some of these in from Rockford.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us the stories behind them?
Well, actually, two of the guitars that are mine here. Plus, I really liked Lupe. I think
he's a trip, huh?
What he was saying, and Kathleen is like, I'm here for levity. I mean, the other guys are serious. It's like, but I'm very serious about what I do. But I like to have fun at doing it. It's like, I mean, how lucky! I wake up in the morning and I look like this, and I've toured around the world and I made records and.
Well, the last time.
Wow.
Greg and I ran into you in the airport at Nashville. It was some ungodly hour. It was like 6 in the morning.
You look like crap then. I look fine.
You did. You were like smiling, Jim, Greg. Peterson was with you, and he was like, "Oh, shut up, Rick."
Well, I'm like that. It's like. I'm too dumb to quit, so it's like so I just keep at it. And
what's the story with
I
the
don't
one
want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk? All right.
So a couple of my guitars, maybe I've been collecting for years. My father owned a music store. I came from the Rockford area or the Chicago area originally, and then my father was an opera singer, and my mother was too, and they also sang with Billy Graham, and they. What's so funny about that?
Because they went wrong with you somewhere.
Well, it's like both my grandfathers were ministers. They both graduated from Moody Bible Institute.
Really?
Yeah, so I had so much church when I was a kid that now I'm playing Satan's music. But thank you very much. And so what was the question? Oh, so collecting guitars. I've collected things. Like I said, and just 2 weeks ago, somebody had heard about this museum that these people had done for me and organized it. It's fabulous. I go to Rick's Picks Live is the way to look it up, and it'll be there for 8 months or 7 now. But
are you going to do a book?
Another book, you mean?
Well, that's
yeah, we are. And also, I was going to get to this 2 weeks ago. The American Pickers came to Rockford, and.
Was that fun?
Did you sell?
Hell yes. It's their show, not mine. So, of course, I wanted to make it most amenable to them. And we had a great time. And they're good guys. And it's like with some of the people I know, like Dave Grohl, he gets it. He's down to earth, and he's done everything. But he's like a cool guy. And these guys, Frank and Mike, those two guys, I mean, they're like me. They wake up in the morning, they don't look any better. It's like but they have a show, and anybody come up, hey, can I have a photo with you? It's like, they're very gracious. I'm a little nicer than I would be, but, it's like they're really nice guys. And so that's going to be on there. Where I was going with this story is like, for all those hoarders and the guys with the long beards and the bicycle that's rusty but out in the backyard, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody will offer you to be in a museum. I just got this one back. Last year we were almost killed. Last year we were almost.
They didn't catch
Sorry.
that. They're catching up with it, yeah.
Well, this is not PC correct in here. I know that.
No.
There are all the F-bombs I heard earlier.
I'm just warming up for Wayne
My wife
Kramer.
says don't use the F word. Or no, please use the F word.
It's an art
Finish.
museum. It's an art museum.
Finish. Okay. So this guitar was almost ruined. This is a very nice likeness of me, except the only one thing different is my head doesn't come off quite as easily. But I made this years ago, and it's like, with all the guitars that were out, the double necks and all that pretentious stuff, and all these guys are real serious, and I was like, instead of making it utilitarian, I wanted to make it humanitarian, and so this, but this one got wrecked, and with a lot of things, we almost got killed, but almost getting killed doesn't count in rock music, rap music, folk music, unless you get killed, and then it's.
Was this during the stage?
Yes,
incident?
the stage collapsed on us, and we're still in a lawsuit with that. Not in a lawsuit. We're not suing God for doing that. We're suing the Canadians for almost killing us and not paying us back. They left all my stuff out in the rain for like a couple days, and so all our guitars, all our equipment. If we didn't have a second or third set of equipment, because we do, because we play one show here one night and we play on the West Coast the next night, because we have two sets of gear, so we can do that, and we don't have to rent, some guitar from the Jim DeRogatis music store. It's like strings are way off the neck,
Yeah.
and so. After our equipment, all the equipment that was left out, they treated it like a crime scene. Yeah.
Some critics have said
and they
that.
did, yeah, and so they kept our stuff and let it get ruined in the outdoor weather, and so ruined about a couple $1 million worth of stuff.
Wow.
And it's not retail.
But when you think about what happened to Radiohead's,
yeah, well, that happened.
Drum
They
tech,
copied us. They copied us, and so
Yeah,
did
but they lost
Sugarland.
the life there.
It was a bad year last year for stages, and since then I've gone to Congress and the Senate, in trying to not change the law, because you can see how ridiculous that is.
but that stuff does not happen with the symphony orchestra crowd.
Well, not yet. What was the question?
No, but there is a serious side. You've fought brave battles before. You fought the
Yes, we
record
have.
industry,
Oh, yeah.
pricing issues.
Yeah.
You fought, so it's
we
not
fought,
all
we
mirth.
fought managers, and
Yeah.
but I would never make that mistake again. Okay, yes, I did. I sued a manager and lost the lawsuit, and then I hired him again, and then we sued him again and lost again. So,
All right, Rick.
so I owe.
An
But we enjoyed it all the way, and I'm still here, and he's screwed. So who cares?
An absurd hypothetical.
Yes, sir.
Right? If you had some choice of great badness befalling your beloved family, or you could get rid of all your guitars but one, and they would be fine and everything would be fine, what was the one you'd keep?
Get rid of the family or keep the guitar?
Yeah. Bad things happen
Let's
to your
see.
family, or you get rid of 1,990 guitars, 99 guitars, and keep one.
Well, I say there's a lot of families out there could use somebody, So no, I have 8 grandchildren who call me grumpy because I'm not grumpy. Is I lay on the floor and I don't like my kids, but I like my grandkids, and if they pee their pants, then I pee my pants. It's cool stuff.
There's a
And,
connection
No,
there,
I mean,
yeah.
say, when I turn 50. It's like you forget to zip up. And at 55, you forget to zip down. And at 60, I'm 63, and I don't remember what the other one was.
This is the special place I knew we'd get to.
Yes.
And we only had 15
Toilet
minutes,
humor.
but we got there.
Oh, no, I didn't want to talk about anything, and it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds till I can...
What's the one? What's
What's
the
the
one
one
that
I-
means
well-
more to you than anything?
Well, I bought a 1955 Gibson Les Paul for $65 in 1965. That was the first Les Paul I had, and I still have it. It's at the museum thing. But I also have another guitar. It's a 1963 Guild Merle Travis, and in '63 they were $2,000. And so if you had $2,000, you could buy a Ford Mustang then, or if you had $2,000, why would you have a guitar that said Merle Travis on it? You have Jim DeRogatis or Rick Nielsen or whatever. And they made 3, and I looked for about 35 years for the Holy Grail, and I found it about 8 years ago. And I was offered a whole bunch of money for it, and I'm an idiot because I didn't take the money. But it's one of the rarest around. But my family's more important than and then all that stuff. But I didn't do it to be making investments, and I was so calculating, and I figured it all out. Hell, I just did it because I liked it. That's why I play music. It's not because look at me. I make records. I go around the world, and not everybody hates me. It's a good vocation.
That's an understatement.
Okay, we're going to cut me off. You can get somebody else up here too.
Oh, we could just riff all night.
I know we could, but this isn't the Nashville airport.
Who got the better of the deal with the American Pickers? Did you take them for a ride, or did you?
They went to one of my storage units, and they're pulling out shirts because they were. I had these 4 records that I played on Gene Simmons' solo record. I think it shipped platinum and came back double platinum.
Yeah,
what it was.
That was the industry joke. Yeah.
But actually, I had all 4 in an envelope that Gene had written to me. Rick Nielsen, sent it to my house with all 4 of them, and actually, was Frank was a Kiss fan, so I sold them to him. I think you should have these, Frank. And then they went into my box that was there, old T-shirts and stuff. He said, Rick, we'll give you $650 for these 4. I said, $6.50? No, $650. I said, hey, you can have the whole, the whole unit here. It's like, it was like, and I also had this mixer that I bought from the Who. Because the Who were one of my favorite bands, they still are, and I bought this WEM Audio Master from England. I said, God, I'm gonna sound like the Who. And it's like I bought it. It's the Who. It ain't the mixer. So so that's down in Nashville. I never have used it because it made us sound like more like the Guess Who than the Who. All right. Well, thank you for being here. Chicago Ideas Week. There's way smarter and way prettier people than me, and I'm talking about you, Jim. So.
Not me. My better half left.
All right.